Imagine you can't speak. Imagine that you spend your days in silence even though you're capable of talking, but you can't actually speak in front of others, or at least not in front of people who aren't close friends.
Our social anxiety does not define us because it does not stop me from
achieving my goals,
communicating with others,
becoming a better person.
Social anxiety is a fear of social situations that involve interaction with other people. In other words, it is the fear of and anxiety of being negatively judged and evaluated by other people. It is a pervasive phobia and causes anxiety and fear in most all areas of a person's life.
Social anxiety disorder affects 15 million adults, or 6.8% of the United States population. Social anxiety disorder is equally common among men and women and typically begins around age 13. According to a 2007 ADAA survey, 36% of people with social anxiety disorder report experiencing symptoms for 10 or more years before seeking help.
Social anxiety alters our daily lives due to affecting people socially. An example is avoiding to go to work, interfering with their daily performance at work. During parties, you may be quite cautious to who you talk with, due to the fear of being judged.
Social anxiety is the fear of being judged and evaluated negatively by other people. This can stop a person from achieving one's goals because of the fear of being judged negatively by other peers. This can result in not trying to continue what they want to do because they're afraid of what others might say about them.
A person can have trouble communicating with other people because they can become socially isolated by not having contact with any individuals. This affects the social life because shyness is one of the most common reactions, especially when an individual is shown to a new situation or a person. This generates individuals avoiding these type of situations.
Social anxiety alters our daily lives due to affecting people socially. An example is avoiding to go to work, interfering with their daily performance at work. During parties, you may be quite cautious to who you talk with, due to the fear of being judged.
How do you think social anxiety affects everyday life?
Well, if it's true social anxiety, it can affect it in multiple ways. Like I said, even going into certain situations that is in a public setting that you have to interact with people, it can really affect you in those daily things like going into the grocery store and buying food. It can affect you with your job. So if you have a job that you have to deal with people, not good.
Can social anxiety just go away by itself?
Generally, no. Generally with most, if it's a specific psychological disorder, you're going to need help. You're going to need certain treatment. You're going to need to seek out certain therapies. You need that support of some kind of community to come and help you to get over it.
Have you ever had students with this, or at least noticed like they have social anxiety?
I don't know if I've had students with social anxiety per se. I know I've had students with
being shy,
certain anxieties that are focused on maybe testing or grades or a generalized anxiety, but I don't know specifically as social anxiety. I've had plenty of shy students, yes. Yeah.
Should someone force themselves into a difficult anxiety-producing situations to get over social anxiety?
No, that is not a good idea.
That's not.
It usually can create, it can usually make the symptoms and stuff worse. If you ever did that, it would be, through therapy, through a trained professional that would go through specific steps of introducing whatever it is, and then eventually getting over it. But no, it's not a good idea. Just throw myself in there. It's just like, I'm going to go jump in. I don't know how to swim. Well, a lot of times you can drown and make it worse. So no, that's not a good idea.
Alright, thank you, Mr. Johnson.
You're welcome.
When presenting or getting called on to answer a question in class, having the fear of thinking that you have the wrong answer when you know the right answer, talking very low in front of class because you're afraid of what people might have to say, but slowly and surely overcoming these type of situations.
When doing individual hearings for a choir, I get this feeling of being afraid, judged, and humiliated. You sing in front of all the guys while the room is dead silent. Everyone is watching you and listening to how you do. You sing, you hear your own voice, you begin to think of various things. Which note should I hit? What are others thinking of me? Hopefully I don't mess up. Those are just some thoughts that go through my head. Not only that, but you are also graded for how you sing. So much pressure on you, right?
I don't have it as bad now, but back then, sometimes in public places, it's hard to relax. For instance, at parties or shopping, I feel as if everyone is watching me or staring at me. I know that people don't do this openly, of course, but I still feel the self-consciousness and the judgment while I'm in someone's presence. Because of this, it's much easier just to stay away from social situations and avoid other people.
My people! What's up? Man, bro, I'm a vegan.
So hot dogs or?
No,
I like to go to Costco. If you're vegan,
I'm vegan. Bro, it's vibes. It's vibes. Honestly.
Yeah, Costco for the samples.
Oh, for sure.
That's my
No, but I figured I figured this out recently. I did not know you had to have a Costco card. That's what my mom was
How would
like.
you pay?
I didn't know that. I'm so serious. I'm so dead. Like I really thought.
How do you think you get in?
How did you think you got it?
I just was with always my parents. So.
Social anxiety phobia is common and chronic, yet greatly under-recognized.
It does not define us and will not stop us from achieving my goals, becoming a better person, and communicating with others.